Good morning, guys. It's actually 9:43. I'm just waking up and I'm about to go and weigh myself. And through this video, all I'm going to show you is how you could calculate your macros, how many calories you need to be in a caloric deficit or more in order to gain or maintain. And then we'll pretty much go from there. After I'm done recording about a small bit of this, I have to go to the gym really quickly because I'm doing shoulders, abs, and cardio today, and then I got a lot of work to do. So I'm going to weigh myself, and then I'm going to show you guys step by step how I do it. And I hope this is very easy. I'm going to make sure I edit it very easy too. Alright guys, so the second thing that you're going to need to do after you got your weight, you need to know your weight first before you can calculate your BMR, which is your basal metabolic rate. What that actually means is the amount of energy expended while at rest in a neutral temperature environment. And what that means is just your maintenance, or how many calories you actually need in order to function daily. So there is a calculator on bodybuilding.com that I use, and I'm definitely going to link it down below and make sure that the steps are there. So all you have to do is follow it. And I'm going to go down to the bottom of that screen of the website, and I'm going to calculate what my BMR is. Now I'm going to put off to the side what my my old information is as far as my macros are concerned, and then you're going to see what the difference will be. So I'm going to put in my age, which is 37. I'm female. I am 5 feet 6 inches, and now I weigh 164 because I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose that ½ pound before the next start of my week, which I'll be starting off 8 weeks out. So once all of that information is put in, you're going to press calculate, and it tells me 1504, and I've been at 15 calories a day anyway. So I'm going to write that down on here because something tells me I'm probably going to keep that, but it says 1504. So I'm just writing that down in my my phone so that I can keep track of all the information. All right, so step 3 is calculating your macronutrient intake. The 3 macronutrients that you need is protein, carbohydrates, and fats. It differs for different people and definitely depends on your goals. Again, this is a calculator that I use on bodybuilding.com. I'll make sure that link is down below in the description box so you can follow it as well. You can just go straight to it. But as you scroll down, there is the macronutrient calculator, which is pretty good. And you'll just put in all of your information from that point, and then you want to make sure that you note it as well. So again, my age, I am 37. I am female. I am 6 feet. Nope, sorry. I'm 5 feet and 6 inches. and I am 164 pounds. And here's where the goals matter. As you can see here, you are either trying to lose weight, maintain, or gain muscle. I am trying to lose fat. I am in maintenance mode right now. However, it is causing me to lose weight because of the way my diet is set out, and I'll explain that a little bit later. So I'm going to make sure fat loss is selected, and then your activity level is important. There's light activity, so moderate exercise but a sedentary job. Moderately active, intense exercise but sedentary job, which I'm going to place that because I do have somewhat of a sedentary job where I sit a lot. I edit videos and I teach class, so I'm not standing a lot. Very active, which means moderate exercise and active job, and then extra active is intense exercise and active job. So I'm moderately active, intense exercise but a sedentary job. So most people are lightly active, meaning they do moderate exercise and they have a sedentary job. So that's something that most of you might pick. However, if you work out every day and you have maybe a day or two of a rest period, you probably want to have a moderately active selection. And this is just my goal for fat loss. So I wanted to show this so that you guys can see that depending on your goals, you can calculate this information. So mine is fat loss, so I'm going to press calculate, and as you can see down below, it shows I need 169 carbs, I need 169 protein, and then 38 grams of fat. Now, right now, I'm going to show you what my current macros are that I calculated from this information, but just paying attention to my body and what I eat. And you can see it's a big difference. Sometimes it's a little difficult to find out on your own. You probably want to just follow what this information is giving you if you are trying to lose weight for the first time. However, if you're like me, who's been doing this for a while, playing around with different dieting styles, I kind of know what's working for me and what's not working. So I am going to do a little bit of tweak, because that means I've been losing maybe about 1.5 pounds a week, I believe. So I'm just going to do a little bit of tweaking. It's going to be with my carbs and upping my protein and keeping my fats where it is. So we'll see how this goes. All right, so now I'm going to show you what I use to kind of give me a slight idea of what to do with my calories and my macronutrients. So I use an app that you see here in the corner. It's the penultimate on my iPad Air. And I am going to go to my carb cycling plan, and this is just kind of my training routine, but I want you guys to pay attention to this particular part of, let's see if I can zoom it in, and yeah, I want you guys to pay attention to this part of my my information as far as my macros and calories that I needed. Before, I weighed 172 pounds. So this BMR is based off me being a lot heavier. So I knew for fat loss or weight loss, I needed to go down between 1,400 to 1,500 calories. That's what I know I needed to go down. So that means you need to go somewhere between 8 to 500 caloric deficit to lose weight. But this little chart here that I did get from offbodybuilding.com, and I'm just going to make it a little bit larger so you guys can see it. So let's see. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to bring it up, and then down here I'm going to raise it. You guys got no clue what I'm doing, but here we are. This is something. Let's pull this back Sorry guys, I just want to make sure you guys get this information clear. This shows you when you're sure of your own caloric intake without the calculator. That's what, you know, this was an old number before. This was an old number before. My BMR was 22,373 calories. I was heavier, and then for weight loss, I know I need to go down 14 to 1,500. And I have to be honest, I was bulking, so that's why I had gained so much weight. But here I used this to calculate what my caloric deficit would be, and what my macronutrients would kind of be based on percentage. And this helps if you're using MyFitnessPal. So you want higher carbs for bodybuilding, moderate carbs for maintenance, and lower carbs for fat loss. So realistically, I've brought myself down to moderate carbs, which is where I'm in maintenance mode, which is why I'm using 1,500 right now. And that's why my BMR shows 1,500. But neither here nor there. This is a good ratio to use if you are using MyFitnessPal and you know how many calories you want to consume to lose weight, gain weight, or maintain. So I'm just going to keep this here a little while longer so you guys can see it. I don't know if you snapshotting it or whatever, but this is a goal that this is a chart you can use, and then I'm going to show you how I'm inputting the information into MyFitnessPal. All right, so I'm going to put up flash again of what I calculated my calories to be and my macronutrients as far as carbs, protein, and fat. I'm going to put that up again so you guys could see that and see what the calculator has given me. And that's just for now. My information was recorded differently at what, 2373 in calories, but now it's down to 1504, which is what I needed to lose weight, which is it did work. So I'm just putting that up so you guys can see. And now I'm going to save this information. You see down here the chart, that's what I use, 30, 40, 30. So my carbs and my fat were even, and my protein was a little bit high. But, well, that's what I'm going to follow for now. So I'm going to press save, and then I'm going to go to MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is right here. So I'm going to hit that. And then I'm going to put my pen back in my phone. And this is just what I've calculated for today for breakfast. But here I'm going to show you what my my nutrients are, my macronutrients. When I select that, at the very top, it shows macros and nutrients. So let's see. Not for the week. I'm going to show you what it's supposed to be for the day. So I had a goal of 113, which is really 120 for protein, 150 or 140 for carbohydrates, and then 50 for fat, which that's really how it really should be. But this is the percentage you see here. So my fat and protein is the same, and my carbohydrates is a little bit higher. And this is changing where my fat and protein, well, my fat and carbs will be the same, and then I'm upping my protein. So that's the little tweak that I'm going to be making for the 8 weeks. So we'll see how this works for the next 4 weeks, and then I'll start to diet down a little bit more. So I'm trying to do this safely with 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds weight loss a week. So we're going to change goals. So I'm going to go to progress, and I'm going to add that I'm 164.5. We're going to keep it at that and check. goals. And nutrient goals, we're going to go here. And I'm going to stay at 15. And then I'm going to change my carbohydrates to 30. I'm going to change my protein to 40. And keep my fats at 30. And let's see what happens. So my protein is at 150, my carbs at 113, and my fat is at 50. So that's how I'm going to keep everything. I'm only just changing my carbohydrates, just bringing it down. So there you are. That's how you figure out your macronutrient goals and your calories. And you see I'm keeping my calories the same. I'm just changing my carbohydrates and bringing my protein up a little bit higher. All right, guys, so before I actually close this video out, I wanted to show you one last thing that might happen to most of you if you are using MyFitnessPal for the first time or just uploading it after seeing this video. It already gives you default settings for if you're trying to lose weight. I'm going to go into nutrition and I'm going to go to calories. And what you'll notice at the bottom, the goal, it already sets you at 1,200 calories. This is the lowest you can safely, they so-called safely can go in order to lose weight. The only thing that I don't agree with, and this is just for me personally, is how they do the percentage of the macros as far as weight loss goal. High on carbohydrates, extremely low on protein, and moderate in fat. And I think the fat percentage is pretty good, but the carbohydrates is a bit high and the protein is kind of low. But it really does depend on you and your personal diet preference. I have to say that. So if you come across this and you want to change anything, any and everything, you can do this on the website, but it's easier right on your phone. I'm going to go back to calories. And I'm going to go down here for goal, and it's in blue, so you can select that. And I need to change it to 1,500 calories because that's what I'm going to keep it at for right now. And I'm going to press save. And it says that I need 188 for carbs, 75 for protein, and 50 for fat. Keep in mind that I was going to make sure that my protein was higher and my carbohydrates and fats are the same. So to change that, I'm just going to go straight to carbohydrates, and this pops up where it shows carbs, protein, and fat. So based on that chart or that ratio thing that I showed you earlier, I'm going to bring my carbs down to 30%. My fat will stay at 30, and then I'm going to bring my protein up to 40. And this is really what I'm doing right now. It's still the same, 150. And protein, I need to go up higher because I had 120. I had 140 for carbs, so I'm going to bring it down to 113. And I'm keeping my fats at 50. I just never really suggest anybody to go below 50 grams of fat anyway. You can go higher, and it all depends on what foods you do eat. So after this is done, you need to make sure that the total macronutrients must equal 100% when it comes to your calories. So this is just what I'm going to be having as far as my carbs, protein, and fat in grams based on my calories. So I'm focusing on making sure I hit my macro goals, not necessarily my calories. I don't want to go over 1,500 in my calories unless it's a high carb day. And when I mean high carb day, that means I'm going to do up to 150 grams of carbohydrates, but my fats and proteins will stay the same. So that's how I calculate my macros. I hope that this was not hard to understand. It's pretty simple. I try to do it step by step. You do have to pay attention to your body and what works for you. I would say just start off with the numbers that you see from the calculators and then go from there. If you guys have any questions or you're wondering how much of protein, how much of carbs and all of that for carb cycling or for weight loss, you can go onto my website. I do have a basic carb cycling plan there. I do have a basic meal plan that is pretty balanced in what you should be eating anyway, whether you're trying to lose, maintain, or gain. You'll just have to up your calories or lower your calories based on your goals. So that's it, guys. Questions, leave your comments and questions down below. I want to be able to answer them in the next video, and definitely I will be able to answer them within the comment section for you if I'm able to. But other than that, I will get to it in the next video. And I hope this was helpful. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.